Okay, good morning, grade 8. You're here again with Mr. Kotazo. And today we'll be talking about diary entry, okay? So, what is a diary entry, everyone? Just raise up your hand if you want to answer the question. Is it Helene? Helene?
Yes, sir.
What is it? What is a diary? Helene?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. Do you know what is a diary entry?
A diary entry is normally used to
Okay,
so
I didn't hear that. Could you repeat that, please?
yes, so a diary entry is normally used to record other things that you've been through in a day.
Oh, okay. So you record your recent experiences, right?
Yes, sir.
100%.
Okay,
So why
thank you,
why
sir.
would you why would you use a diary entry?
I would use a diary entry like just to record things that makes me remember the most during the day.
Okay.
And then when I'm old and then I go back to that diary full of
Yeah.
memories.
Oh, okay. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
sure. Okay, so a diary entry is usually written or a diary. A diary entry is a book that not only records our experiences, which is 100% correct if you thought or wrote that, but it also records our feelings, it records our opinions, it also records our secret thoughts, things that we think that we do not wish to share with anyone else. So a diary is very private and very intimate. We don't want to share it with anyone. It is like our best friend. Okay. And I see we have some more people here. I see Lisedi is here. Don't worry, Lisedi, you're always late. I'm used to it by now, but you should stop it, okay? See Tlantla Chedza is here. Welcome. All right, let's continue. So, um, another point about a diary is that it's a safe, quote unquote, a safe place where you can be honest and straightforward about your feelings, thoughts, and opinions. Okay, So when you write a diary, you're not afraid of being judged, and you're not afraid of people going through it so that they can actually learn things about you that you do not wish to share. So there are some key points to writing a diary that we should always remember. There are key points that we must always remember. Point number one is always date your entries. Diaries have dates. Always put in the date that you wrote the experience, but also it's helpful to write in the date where the certain event happened. So it's important to date your entries. Okay. Um, Another useful thing that you can do is to write a short topic title or theme on top. So write what the day was about, what the experience was about, and then continue to write your entry. Okay. Okay, next, it says that you should be truthful. So with diary entries, it's very important to be completely and brutally truthful and honest. This also helps because when you're honest with yourself, it's going to be easier to be honest with others. But not only that, when you write the truth, or when you're truthful in your diary, you're actually being you are it's more therapeutic because you're being honest with your most or your deepest feelings, opinions, and thoughts. So it acts as therapy in itself when you're honest in your diary. uh number number it's point number 4. It says write naturally. So remember not to be artificial when you're writing. Don't write as though you're writing for someone else to read. Know that this is your book, you're writing to yourself, or specifically treat it as though it's your best friend. You're writing it to your best friend, your closest friend. And write naturally. Don't write as if you're writing for someone else. Write as if you're the only one who is going to read it, and that's going to help your diary entry be more and more genuine. Number 5, you must remember to continue writing. Sometimes when you write a diary entry, you come to a point where you feel like you've ran out of words, or you feel like you have nothing else to talk about. Sometimes you feel like you've spoken about your feelings, but also remember to continue writing. So spend some time with your diary. Even when you feel like you've written everything that you wanted to write, you must continue writing either about your thoughts or other experiences related to that. Or if you unsure what to continue writing about, just make sure that you spend some time with your diary introspecting and looking within, checking to see if there's anything that you left out. That's going to help put everything in perspective and also on paper. Number 6, remember to reread your diary. So remember to not only write it, but then when you're done, reread it and make sure that when you do that, you are just checking to see whether you are as honest or as truthful as possible. And it also helps us to reflect. It also helps us, it de-stresses when we reread it, because it's like we've taken away or taken off all of those feelings, whether they could be negative, sad emotions, and we've put them on paper. Or we could, it could be happy feelings that we've put them on paper, and when you read it, it sort of helps you remember, how you felt, or how it felt when you were going through the experience. And lastly, we must remember to make it a habit. Don't just write once in a week or in a month in your diary. Make it a habit. Write often. Write once a day, or at the end of the day, or maybe after every thing that happens, maybe twice or even 3 times a day. Just continue writing and make it a habit. Are we together? Okay, so here on the board, okay, wonderful. Ntlantla says yes, Lesedi says yes. Okay, here on the board, we have an example of a diary entry. So as we can see here, this diary entry has a date. So it was written on Thursday, the 21st of March. And as the key point said, it's also dated. But then when you go down, there's something else that you should note that is also quite interesting, is how the diary entry begins. So the diary entries begins with Dear Diary, just like the way you write a letter. So some people name their diaries, some people give their diaries names. So instead of saying Dear Diary, they say Dear Treasure. You know, that diary is Treasure, or Dear Tony, you know? And as you go down, we see that it is written in the first person. So diaries are always written in the first person because you're writing about yourself primarily. Now you may include your friends and family or people that you came across with during the day, but it's primarily about you. So you're going to write things like, I feel that this, or I think, or I believe, or this is what I actually wanted. You know, it's all about you. It's I. And you must also include your personal feelings or emotions and even your thoughts, you know. So it always helps to describe your feelings and describe your thoughts. Use, you know, descriptive words when you write, I felt so shocked or ashamed for what has happened, or I was so embarrassed, words like that, where this just describe how you feel. And also, it helps to record things, in a chronological order. Record them according to the pattern or the sequence that they happened. So don't only let your recording, don't just record for the sake of recording or write for the sake of writing, but then record them in a sequence that they happened. You know, if you first went to the shop before you went to church, and before you met with your friend, or before you saw that dream car of yours or whatever, just make sure that you write it in that sequence. Don't just record it in a haphazard way. Okay. And lastly, always remember that your diary entries are usually in the past tense. They're usually written in the past tense because you are recording what happened. But also when you record how you can also record how you presently feel. You can record how you feel now about it, or what you think, but then when you record your experiences, they are always in the past tense. Okay, so from the example, here are things to remember, okay? So number one, I said use first person language. For example, I feel, I think, and I remember, I believe. Number two, you must include your personal feelings and describe them well. Number three, your writing, your diary entry must be written in the past tense. Number four, it must start like a letter, Dear Diary. But not only that, you may also give it a name. And number five, you can give it a name that you like. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do your own diary entry. it has to be 50, between 50 words and 70 words. And because the focus here is on writing and presenting, you have to present it now in the class. So it doesn't have to be, I want you to present your diary entry in the class. So I'm going to give you some time to write it, and then I'm going to let you retype it in the post in the chat box here and post it, okay? So your time starts now. If you have any questions, just raise up your hands and I'll answer them. If you have any questions, just raise up your hands and I'll answer them. If not, then let us start with our diary entry. Okay, Lesedi, I see you wrote 3 question marks there. What seems to be the problem? I want you to write it down, Lesedi. Write it down on a piece of paper. You're going to read it first, or you can type it down in your chat box, but don't post it yet. Read it first, and then you may post it. Are we together? I want you to read it and then post it. Okay, I'm giving you 5 more minutes. When you're done, just raise up your hand so that we can start with our presentations. Okay, Chedza, you didn't listen. I said you must raise up your hand when you're done, read it first to me, and then post it. Okay, let's go through yours first. This is your last chance, Chedza. You must learn to listen carefully, okay? Okay, it says I was sitting on the couch doing what I do best, chatting until the Afrikaans teacher from school sent a whole pile of work. I couldn't believe what I saw. I had never seen that much work before from my teacher, okay? And guess what? She wanted it done on the very same day. Okay, thank you for that, Chedza. Okay, when you're done, just raise up your hand and I'll let you read it to us, okay? Okay. I see Helen raised up his hand.
Yes, sir. May I start to
Yeah.
read my diary entry?
Please, yes.
Dear Diary, Friday 15th of March. Today is the last day of school for the first term. I can't believe that my first term of high school went so fast. I made a lot of new friends and teachers and some old friends from my primary school. Honestly, I never thought that high school would be so fun. So is that fine?
It's 100%. I like it very much. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Please proceed to post it.
Yes, sir. Wait.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. You can mute your.
Sir?
Okay. Okay, can we have someone else? Just raise up your hand when you're done. Lesedi, where are you? Nhlanhla, Refilwe, I'm waiting for you, okay? Nhlanhla, Refilwe, are you there? When you're done, just raise up your hand. Okay. Are you still there, everyone? Okay, Refilwe says, give me 5 minutes, okay? Let me hear from the others. Okay, guys, we've only had 2 diary entries presented, and we still need at least 3 more, okay? So I know that Refile is busy with hers. Helene is done. Cheza is done. Let's have the others. Refilwe, are you ready? When you're done, just raise up your hand, okay? No, I want you to read it if you don't mind. Do you want to post it? Or post it to me, then I can read it for you. Send it to me, then I can read it for you, okay? Okay, Refila is done with hers, guys. Let's have the rest. Nhlanhla, did I get yours? Lizane, is it Lizane? I'm not sure if you're one of the HOD. Make you. Nhlanhla, you can post Refilwe, you can post your diary entry, it's fine. Because I don't want us to waste any more time. I'll just wait for you, okay? Oh, Nhlanhla has her hand raised up, okay. Nhlanhla?
Sir, you unmuted the wrong person.
Oh, okay. Refilwe? Refilwe?
Sir,
Nhlanhla? Okay, let's have Nhlanhla. Yes, Nhlanhla?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Monday, 1st of June 2020. Dear Diary, yesterday I was exercising, doing my normal routines, and suddenly it became cold. I ran as fast as I could to get inside the house. I felt so cold. Then, in the end, I took a warm shower and I felt better afterwards. My
Okay.
Afrikaans teacher sent me work that had to be done the very next day. I was shocked.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was wonderful, okay?
So can I send it?
Sure, send it. Okay, let's have Refilwe. Refilwe has been waiting to answer. Refilwe, it's your turn. Refilwe has her hand up. Oh, okay. All right. Refilia sent it to me. And it reads as follows, okay? It says, dear Brett, okay, I'm guessing that's the name of her diary, 3 June 2020. Today, I went to Google and I searched how to grow hair faster. It turns out there are a lot of people who use rice water to grow hair. Well, I made rice water. Then my old mother, she didn't take it. Then my old mother, she didn't take it the right way. Okay. All right. All right, I see. Okay, thank you, Refilwe. Thank you for your diary entry, okay? So remember what I said, guys, about writing a diary entry. Always remember to include your emotions and describe them well, but also your thoughts and your beliefs, okay? So I want you to tell me, just by raising your hand, tell me, what did you learn about diary entry today? You can either type it on the chat box, or you can raise up your hand and answer the question. But just tell me, what did you learn about diary entry? What did you learn about diary entry? Oh, Lisedi just sent hers. Wow, okay. Let me just read it for us quickly, and then we will continue, okay? But I want you to tell me what you learned about diary entry, okay? Number one, okay, let's hear what Lisedi's diary entry says. Let me just read Lisedi's quickly. Dear Diary, and she wrote this, or it's dated for the 29th of May. I was on my phone as usual, relaxing on the couch when I saw some posts from WhatsApp from my friend. I saw that they were talking about something called Pride Month. It was something to do with LGBTs. You know, it was so sweet of my friend to join this type of community to help gender-based violence. I told them how lucky I was to have them as my friend. Okay, thank you, Lesedi. Thank you for your entry, okay? Okay, as a reflection, Tlantla said that she learned that diaries always start with a date, or they're always dated. They always have dates, which is 100%. So your date could be the day that it happened. Oh, and then there's a he. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that, Tlantla. So he learned that they're always dated. So the date could be the date that it was written or the date that it happened, okay? Chedza says, I learned what a diary actually is and that it should be natural and to make it a habit. 100%. Thank you. Okay, let's say this. All right. Okay. Refile says that Diary entry have a date at the top and they're written in the first person and include personal feelings and thoughts. 100%, Lesedi. Yeah, absolutely correct. Okay, so it seems like we learned a lot about diary entries. One thing also to take note about a diary entry is that it can be your best friend if you treat it like it, okay? So, in fact, the best way to get the most benefits out of your diary entry is if you make it your best friend and you're as brutally honest with it as possible. And also to remember to keep it safe and in a private place because it has all your secret thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So that was our lesson for the day. And I hope that we will see each other again tomorrow. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, guys? That's it for the day. And we have about a minute or two left. So we can continue with our reflections. What else did you learn about a diary entry? I only saw answers from Cheza, Lesedi, and Refilwe. No, I mean Nonhlanhla, Lesedi, and Nonhlanhla, Refilwe, and Cheza. 100%. Okay, thank you, Lesedi. Lesedi says that you can treat it like it's your best friend. 100%, Lesedi. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. That is it for the day. Thank you again for tuning in to our lesson. And I hope to see you again tomorrow morning, bright and early. Okay. Bye.